We will check down on the field for a sideline report.
Thanks, Wes and Adam. So I'm down here on the field right now. It's still raining, but I think it's lightening up just a little bit, which is good. Now, something I want to talk about the spring game here is the coaches are actually on the field and are actually able to coach behind their players. So we have the defensive coordinator, even an offensive coordinator, and head coach out there behind the plays directing the boys. So it's a little bit more relaxed, unlike a regular game. So we count this as a regular spring practice. It's just their final one and a chance for them to showcase. Thanks for joining me down here. Back to you, Wes and Matt.
And we will head down to the sideline for a quick check-in.
Hey guys, I'm down here on the field, and I want to say that the temperature down here has significantly dropped. So as well as moisture on the ball, we are dealing with some cold fingers, so that's probably why we're seeing a little bit of slip-ups here and there from the team out there with some drop passes. However, something that I have noticed down here on the sideline next to these boys down here is that it seems like the positive accountability has taken a step up from last year. These boys are making comments to their teammates on the field. They're forcing them to come in and break huddles. They're making them come in as a team a lot more than they did last year. Adam, West, back to you. Hey guys, I'm down here on the field with head coach Jed Stugart. I'm Ivy Reynolds. We're down here, and we just finished the first half. And so tell me, what have you liked so far?
Well, we've put our guys in a lot of situational stuff. I think part of this scrimmage this year, what we're doing is I've liked what I've seen in some things. Defensively, we get out of a long drive down here with an interception and a pick six from the end zone. That's always a good thing, but we got to get that ball in the end zone offensively. And sometimes that's going to happen. Ricochets off of a guy and the ball's bouncing around. So I've liked some of our operation. The way we're kind of formatting this a little bit is we want to put our guys in game situations. We work a little bit of stress on the offense backed up in the goal line here, and that's a tough situation, but we got to learn to get out of those. And then we flipped it around and put the defense in a tough situation with the offense on the 10. So, part of this is taking some stuff into the off season that we can teach in game situations. And we started the scrimmage off with spotting the ball and just driving, but a lot of this we want to get a lot of work out and be able to teach it. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far.
Awesome. So I have noticed there's a lot of yellow jerseys over there. That quarterback question is kind of a big deal for those of us watching at home. So what are you wanting to see from those who are going for that position? What are you wanting to see in this game and some things that they need to carry into fall?
Well, we're looking for leadership out of that position. Obviously, who's managing the offense? We've got a great quarterback competition in that. But a lot of this is putting them in these tough situations and kind of, as we're getting guys are fighting for positions, but that quarterback position's key. And part of why we're putting them in some of these stress situations is we want to kind of see how the quarterbacks kind of lead through that, because at the end of the day, they're the overall leader of your program. So it's a good test for them.
Good. And I was over on the sidelines earlier. I've heard a lot of energy coming from both sidelines, positive and even some accountability. So what has kind of been the morale this whole spring season that you've seen since you got here?
Well, I think our guys are excited. They've kind of bought into, energy is what we've seen all spring, all practice. For 15 of these practices, we're seeing guys that are excited. They're buying into that. And so, it's good to hear that's carrying on out here as well.
Awesome. Coach, great talking to you. I'll let you get back to your team. All right. Thank you, guys. We're going to take it back up to Adam and Wes.
And we check down to the sideline.
Have you had anything goal-wise that you guys had been set to improve on in the off-season that you guys have really been working on as far as bringing into summer and into the fall?
I think goal-wise, we're just trying to recreate a culture in the weight room, getting the guys in there, enjoying what's going on, and trusting in what us strength coaches are doing with them. So that way when they get to the coaches, the same culture boils over for the summer, getting here to stay in the summer, and then being ready for the fall.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Boston.
Thank you.
As we go down on the field, we will pitch it to Ivy Reynolds.
Hey guys, I'm down here on the sideline with Nebraska transfer Najee Jackson. He's a quarterback. Now tell me, Najee, what have you seen so far in this game that you're liking so far from your offense?
We're just out here having fun and competing, so that's what I enjoy, and that's been a long spring. So just to come out here and compete against the defense and have fun is really a blessing.
Cool. So you came in the fall, but you were ineligible because of your transfer. So now you've been here for a fall, you've been here for a spring. What are you most looking forward to in the fall?
Just new coaching staff, seeing what they bring to this program, and also just going out here and competing with these guys each and every game and each and every practice.
Cool. What do you like about the school so far?
Just really being, it's a close atmosphere, so kind of makes me feel like I'm at home a little bit. So I haven't really been out in the community or anything like that just because I've been so busy, but I just enjoy being around the team and being around campus, and school teachers are nice, everything's good.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're liking St. Charles so far, and we hope you stay. All right, thank you guys. Back to Adam and Wes.
Thank you very much, Ivy, with a visit from Najee Jackson, the transfer quarterback. As it is a mostly ground and pound league. As we go down to the sideline once again.
Hey guys, despite the weather, it's probably in the 40s and still rainy. We had quite a good showing of fans tonight, and part of that is due to the fact that it's junior day. So that means that juniors from all around the area can come and visit Lindenwood and come and watch their black and gold scrimmage. I know a couple of them, actually a majority of them, were up at the Highland Arena VIP room having a meal and having some dinner, kind of just talking, bringing their families and talking to some of the coaching staff and even some of the players. And then they were invited to come to the locker room, come and look around, and also come and stay for the game. So a good majority of our fan crowd tonight is due to those players and their families. Wes and Adam, back to you.
As we are inside of 3 minutes left to go. They spot it back at the 37-yard line in offensive territory as we check down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I'm down here with Tanner Sabatka. Tanner, tell me, what have you liked so far from the rest of your defensive side here at the spring scrimmage?
Well, I love how everyone is so competitive. I mean, we've all been working real hard together. It's just the competitiveness that makes it fun, It makes us work harder.
Okay. What are some things that you guys have been working on specifically defensive-wise in your spring practices?
Just coming together as a unit and really playing for each other, because that's what makes us play good.
Okay.
Playing for each other.
Cool. So what do you think the biggest difference has been from fall coming into spring, especially with the new head coach and kind of learning that new system?
Just we've all come together more. Last year we weren't one unit. This year we're all coming together and we're more of a unit.
Okay, so then as far as tonight goes, what do you think that this has shown you guys? I mean, this is your only chance to kind of showcase things. So have you liked what you've seen, or is it just kind of like, eh?
I've liked what we've been doing. I think we'll be a lot better this year than we were last year. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Tanner, so much. Thank you, guys. Back to you, Adam and Wes.
And we pitch it down to the sideline one more time.
Hey guys, down here on the field with head coach. Coach, now that we've just wrapped up a full game, if you will, so kind of tell me what you felt like, especially in that last quarter whenever we're looking at situational type things. What are some things that you liked about that?
Well, first of all, we got a lot of young guys that are kind of fighting for some positions still, so we were able to get a lot of our veterans that played early. We didn't play in the second half just because we've got some battles going on. Part of, like we talked about at halftime, we want to look at, manageable downs. In football games, getting first downs on 3rd and 8, 3rd and medium, those are the things we really want to emphasize. And so obviously, number one, I think defense had a real good night tonight because they were probably more consistent. That's kind of usually common to have the defense a little ahead of the offense. So I'm kind of happy we kind of had a stalemated scrimmage a little bit where it wasn't one just dominating the other all the time. And so I think that's good signs. But yeah, it depends on each spring how we do it. And this year we kind of want to do a little bit more situational stuff.
So this was kind of their chance to get out here and showcase it again. When are you going to be able to see these boys again? Are you going to see them before school year ends, or are we just kind of going to go into dead week this next week, and then what happens?
Yeah, we're into dead week next week, and of course finals after that, and then the summer workouts. Starting in June, these guys have been pretty committed to the summer program, and before you know it, August 7th or whatever is going to be here before you know it, and we're going to be going. So this is a lot of good stuff in 15 practices. We've had a lot of this situational stuff to learn from in the off season as we kind of get ready for the next season coming up.
Awesome. So how hard is it to be patient to wait till fall after this?
Oh, we got to start spring recruiting, and so we're anxious to get a little break, and we'll be good to get a little break and get ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for joining us. Adam, Wes, back to you.